Hi, everyone. I'm Nancy.
And I'm Stephanie.
And if you enjoy our show, please like and subscribe.
And hit that notification bell.
We're also on Instagram at TWiN, and you can also find us on X. Okay, so before we get to the big news that we already knew was going to happen, Netflix is going to give Harry and Meghan a first look deal, and we'll go all into that and what it means and
what a fall from grace.
What a huge fall from grace that is. First, we're going to talk about what happened yesterday after our live. Khloe Kardashian in her Instagram stories, and when I say Khloe, there's a difference between Kylie's Instagram page and I want to say Kim's Instagram page. I'm talking about hierarchy on who you want to put on your page. You've got Kim, Kylie, maybe Kylie ahead of Kim because she's dating that Shamala. Okay, those two, Chris, Kendall, Courtney, and then Khloe. Khloe is like at the bottom because Khloe doesn't do as many ads as she used to because nobody's really coming to her with brand deals anymore.
But Nancy, she has a podcast on X.
Yes. And she has Scott Disick on there, and she's got her mom
Gurus
and all this other stuff.
Magicians.
So yesterday on Khloe's Instagram stories, not on her page, she posts this.
Uh-oh.
Dun, dun, dun.
Can a Kardashian curse get Markled?
Oh, that's a good theory. We could do an entire episode to that.
Deep dive it.
If you have never heard of the Kardashian curse, I think it's even on Wikipedia. That's how popular it is.
Probably.
Okay, this is the Kardashian curse if you don't already know. Every man that has ever come into a Kardashian woman's life has
got hooked on drugs, become an alcoholic, just went from top tier
when they came into the life
and then right to the bottom. And
like,
that's called the Kardashian curse.
It's called the Kardashian curse. But what's weird is it even happens to the Jenner women.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
So Bruce even had it happen with Chris.
Yeah. He was an Olympic gold medalist who was revered around the world. And then he meets Kris Jenner and his life completely falls apart.
Is someone getting Markled or are they getting the Kardashian curse?
I mean, Markled is a verb.
What is interesting about this is there were no tags. Khloe did not tag Meghan Markle. Khloe did not tag as ever. This is my theory. Yesterday was Kylie Jenner's birthday. Kendall Jenner, her sister, was hosting the birthday party. I think Khloe went over there and either brought the basket or the basket was already sitting there. Because I believe in my heart of hearts that Meghan, when this first came out, this as ever crap and the wine, she sent press boxes over to the Kardashians hoping they would share it with their millions and millions of followers.
She did it with American Riviera Orchard. Yeah. Kris Jenner put it up, the lemon basket.
And that was it. Now, obviously, the Kardashians have not gotten a check from Meghan in a long time, so they were not about to do that. What it looks like to me is somebody was putting together a basket to bring over to Kendall's house, and they were regifting the wine and the honey that was left over from the press boxes. That's my opinion. A lot of people were saying she was merching as ever. Guys, regardless of which Kardashian it is, it still costs money for Khloe to endorse your products.
It's a good theory, dude.
Yeah. So now, hours later, after Khloe puts that up on her Instagram stories, Meghan gets wind of it. Meghan sees it, and you can tell the excitement because look at how much effort she put into her Instagram story. So I'm going to need my glasses for this. I can't read her damn handwriting. So Meghan saw this story on Khloe's page. She then went and stopped what she was doing, probably reading to her kids or just making food for Harry because she's such a good wife and mother. She went over to her Instagram page and she wrote, hey, all my gals with a K. Even though it was Khloe that put it up.
And the K, the white hearts, KKK.
Yeah. So then she puts 3 white hearts. And then she puts a kiss emoji. So she really took time to do this because Steph, Instagram stories, it kind of takes time because I'm always yelling at Stephanie during lives. Remember the beginning of our lives? And she's just sitting here going like this. That's what Stephanie's doing on our Instagram page. She's making like these cute little things.
Yeah.
And
well, I wouldn't reference KKK.
No, you wouldn't do that. But
No.
it does take effort to do what Meghan did.
Yeah. She definitely thought about it.
Yes. Okay. I think Meghan was super excited that that happened. And
this is like Oprah level to her.
I personally think that Khloe did not realize the picture she was taking. I think Khloe was just going around. Look,
we differ on that.
I can give you an example. This was the other picture Khloe put up. Yeah. So I think she walked into Kendall's cute little Santa Fe style house, which she has. Kendall has a very kind of like Malibu-esque quality, laid back California cool house. She does. And I think she walked in and she saw that basket and she saw this and she went, that's cute. I'm going to put it on my Instagram stories. Oh. I don't think that's my opinion.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
I think it was intentional.
This is the thing though. When you do a brand deal or a paid partnership, Instagram makes you put the paid partnership on their posts. Mm-hmm. It's like a rule.
You can't partner up with a non-business. It's like, how do you do that?
Now, what happened was it did take away from what Kendall was trying to do yesterday, which was actually merch Kylie's birthday. Kendall then went on to put on her Instagram stories, Chef KLA.
Yeah, she can't pay for the catering.
This used to be the Kardashians' private chef, but then she went on to do her own catering business, her own food line, and now they partner with her and promote her every time they do like a birthday party or anything. But let's put that aside. Like, we don't even care that Khloe put that up. You know,
put a pin in it.
It was interesting and it was funny to speculate on how it got there and how hours later Meghan got excited that it was there. Let's take that all away. Let's reiterate the fact that Meghan left the royal family and the UK and is afraid to go back because of racism.
The color of her skin.
Yes.
Harry does not want what happened to Dodie to happen to Meghan.
My mother was chased to her death while she was in a relationship with someone that wasn't white. And now look what's happened. You want to talk about history repeating itself? They're not going to stop until she dies.
He doesn't want history to repeat itself.
Exactly.
The UK is racist.
Yeah.
They talk about skin tone over there. What is Archie's skin tone going to look like?
Yeah.
Meghan's not for that, guys.
No.
She went on Oprah. She was very clear.
She accepted many fake awards as a result of it. Okay, guys? So Meghan is pretty like, I'm not going to hang out with you if you're going to be racist. And I'm not going to even like let my husband talk to you ever again. So that is the hill that Meghan Markle has chosen to die on. We all know this. But she gets completely bat-ass crazy when a Kardashian reposts something that was probably regifted.
We've also seen Doria with Kim and Chris.
Stephanie, why is it so strange that Meghan Markle is busting a nut for the Kardashians?
The Kardashians have had a history, a long history of bullying and being racist, cultural appropriation. We actually have video of this.
Now, this is for all the new people here, but we have tried to drill it into your brain before, and we plan on drilling it again. We all remember Oprah, where Meghan was talking about race. Harry was talking about race. We all remember then Harry backtracking, saying he never brought up race. Omid Scobie went as far as saying, I never brought up race.
And I will say, I've never used the R word.
No. I'm still going to call it racism.
In the Oprah interview, you accuse members of your family of racism. You don't even...
Well, the British press said that. And the specifics around her race? Did Meghan ever mention that they were racist?
And if a member of his family will comfortably say, we've all had to deal with things that are rude. Rude and racist are not the same.
This is about race.
Attacks on them were different because of race.
Because this was different, you know.
It's different because of the race.
That is racism.
The whole purpose of that Oprah Winfrey interview was to get to the American audience and make it look like the royal family kicked them out of the institution because they had a problem with Meghan's skin tone and Archie's skin tone. They weren't going to give him the prince title because of his skin tone. We all remember that, okay? But she will fangirl go out crazy if a Kardashian posts something with a couple of her stuff in the basket.
It's her favorite KKKs.
Yeah. So let's remember what the Kardashians have said in the past when it comes to race relations of any kind. Here is Kim Kardashian asking Scott Disick to take a picture of the stroller that she picked out for her soon-to-be new daughter, North, because she wants to make sure that the stroller matches the baby's skin tone. And then Scott's like, your baby's going to be black.
I've got to see what skin tone my child is before I can...
Your kid's going to be black.
It'll be a variation of a skin tone.
No.
So I'm just trying to see what colors will look good.
That obviously does not bother Meghan. Meghan does not care.
Unbothered.
Just completely not a big deal. Now, Meghan is no stranger to bullying. And Khloe...
and Kourtney and Kim.
Wow, but Khloe more than anyone.
Oh, yeah.
Knows how to bully a black woman better than anybody in the world. That's why it's so funny that it was Khloe that put it up.
But she wasn't bullying a black woman. She was bullying a girl, a 20-year-old black girl.
Yes.
Meghan is fine with it.
Totally cool.
She's totally cool. Harry's totally cool with this bullying behavior.
Not a big deal.
All right.
Mom, so we have built up, pent up frustration. Kamora Lee was like, she's like, you guys look weak as you need to get the world scared of you, and you need to set the tone.
Kylie's best friend who sat on a golden throne. Like, this is so whack that these think they could go ahead and our men. Mom, they're gonna try to your man in a second.
We're not doing this the Kris Jenner way anymore. We gotta change the tone here.
Oh, the tone is changed.
And if we don't make it known, then we're pussies. You need to scare the living daylights.
Be scary.
They were basically commiserating on how to properly bully a 20-year-old black woman that didn't do anything wrong. It turned out she didn't do anything wrong.
And they're also blaming the girl. Screw the guy. No, it's like, they're like, Mom, they're going to come after your men soon. They're going to come after your men? Who's they? What? Okay, I'm sorry.
Right.
Meghan's fine with it. Meghan's unbothered.
Not a big deal.
Totally fine with it.
Yeah.
This one's just crazy. Khloe Kardashian has two best friends, Malika and Khadijah, both black women.
And we all remember how they dressed up for Halloween one year, and I'm sure that was Khloe's idea.
Absolutely. So they go to Vegas, and Malika goes backstage to go check on her boyfriend. He's doing his sound check and everything. And a security guard says, no access, blah, blah, blah. And so Malika goes back to the hotel because she feels like she was just racially profiled. Khloe doesn't give a crap.
We walk in the building. I'm on the elevator. This she's like, no. You need to stop the elevator. She can't go up. So I'm standing there, right? You know me. Oh, no. I have no patience for bullshit. So I'm like, bitch, let me tell you something.
But she was just doing her job.
She's not doing her job. No, I said you're only doing it to me because you feel like you can do it.
Meghan's fine with this.
She's totally cool with it.
I mean, if Meghan complains about racial profiling to Khloe, Khloe's probably going to have to react the same way, and Meghan's fine with it.
Meghan, you're acting like a monster right now.
Yeah, Meghan, you're acting like a monster.
Yeah.
She was just doing her job.
Yeah.
Could you imagine Khloe saying that to Meghan Markle?
Yeah. Stop acting like a monster, Meghan.
Here is Khloe calling herself an N lover.
That's all you need to do to set it up.
That's it.
I only like black. That's what I would say. I'll only get called as a lover all day long. Who the cares?
Megan's totally fine with that.
Megan's fine with white people saying the N-word.
Fine with it.
She's totally cool with it.
She's
fine.
So cool with it. She loses her S whenever they post it on their Instagram page.
She's fine.
Something that was obviously, in Nancy's opinion, regifted.
In the UK, she will make up stories about people calling Archie the N-word.
Yes.
But when she's in America, she's perfectly fine with her friends saying the N-word.
It's okay, guys.
And bullying black girls.
Yeah. Now, before we get to the Netflix deal or the non-existent Netflix deal, I wanted to talk about Flamingo Estate and the beautiful Pamela Anderson. They have done a collab.
So exciting.
She took her family's super secret pickle recipe that has to do with roses.
Oh.
Something to do with like roses and flowers. And
interesting.
She decided to bottle some for Flamingo Estate. Let's not forget that Flamingo Estate recently did a collab with High Grove.
Not too shabby.
Not too bad. And now they're doing it with the beautiful Pamela Anderson. Here is the bottle. It's so beautiful. You could see the roses in there.
That is so interesting that she is marketing the flowers. I just find, I mean, Meghan really is a little plagiarist, isn't she? Because Pamela Anderson, I read her cookbook the other day, and she had flowers in her sorbet.
I know. And this is an old family recipe, so it's not like she took this from anybody.
Yeah.
It's called Spicy Rose Dill Pickles.
I would love to order that right now.
They also put this up. I don't know if Flamingo Estate was just trying to troll Meghan here, but they put a picture of this.
It really is just kind of a coincidence, don't you think?
I've never seen so many flower sprinkles this summer in my entire life. I really haven't.
That just goes to show you the court of public opinion, because if you're a nice person who does nice things in this world, we're fine with you expressing yourself through flower sprinkles.
Yes.
But if you're a bad person who lies, we're not cool with it.
Do you want to hear the best part? 100% of the proceeds go to one of Pamela Anderson's favorite California charities. It rescues and rehabilitates wildlife.
Just wonderful.
Wildlife. What happened to those ducks? I want to know. Like, seriously, like I was telling Stephanie this morning, I know it was like we kind of like smile about it. It really does keep me up at night.
No, I don't laugh about it, but the way you just said it, it was like, what happened?
No, but seriously, like, doesn't it keep you guys up, like, what happened to them? Because I'm just imagining how scared the ducklings were. Did the mom really run off? I wish there was a way we could find out what happened, or if there's any accountability. I doubt there will ever be, because it's California and that state is so stupid and corrupt.
It's also Oprah.
Moving on. Harry and Meghan probably had a really crappy weekend. I probably had a really crappy week for this to have happened.
It was like flooded articles this morning.
I mean,
People magazine like went crazy.
Okay, so it starts off with People magazine, and that's what I love. Let's see what People magazine says first before we get into the actual truth of what happened. Glasses. Meghan Markle and Prince Harry extend Netflix deal, unveil new projects and holiday special. All the details. Now, this is Meghan saying it in a statement. That Bella girl from Netflix did say something as well.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember when Meghan brought her up on Emma's podcast? Like, oh, Bella loves me.
Oh, I love her. She's part of the team.
Yeah, she's great. On August 11th, those two announced with Netflix that they are extending their creative partnership through Archwell Productions with a multi-year first look deal for film and television products. Now, if anybody wants to know, Stephanie and I have a first look deal with them. Everybody has a first look deal with Netflix.
You could pitch anything you want.
You could literally go to I have a first look deal with HBO. With everybody. We're proud to extend our partnership with Netflix and expand our work together to include the As Ever brand. My husband, there's my husband again, and I feel inspired by our partners who work closely with us. Oh man, she must have not liked that party we threw 2 weeks ago. And our Archwell Productions team to create thoughtful content across genres that resonate globally.
Oh, here we go.
And celebrates our shared vision. Meghan, I will give you $1 million right now if you show me anything that you have put out since the documentary that has done well, that has resonated globally,
that has not been canceled,
that has not been completely panned by critics. I'll give you $1 million. I'll sell my house and I'll give you $1 million. The update comes after it was widely reported in July that the initial 100 deal with Netflix would not be renewed when it expires in September. A Hollywood insider, an insider, Stephanie told People, at the time that the decision reflects a broader shift in Netflix business strategy. Meghan also revealed that the second season of her show, it's the second part, With Love Meghan, will premiere later this month with a holiday special. She's gonna try to compete with Princess Catherine's A Christmas Carol that she has done, the last 5 years?
Yeah, I think so.
That's what Meghan Markle's trying to do. Good luck, Meghan. We'll be here to completely bash it.
It's going to be a bloodbath. Do you know how many people have unsubscribed to Netflix? Everyone's just going to go on YouTube channels and go on YouTube TV to watch this crap show. No one's going to go on to Netflix.
Now, can I tell you, I don't think it's actually going to happen.
Yeah, I think it's a pipe dream.
I think it might be Meghan and a pipe dream. This December, join Meghan. Now, this is Meghan saying this. This December, join Meghan in Montecito for a magical
City
Hollywood celebration. All I'm thinking is like South Park fans, you'll understand what this means. And they did that Christmas special with the woodland critters. That's all I'm going to say.
Okay.
Together, friends and family deck the halls, create holiday feasts, craft heartfelt gifts, and share lots of laughs. Well, actually, I'm looking forward to that. If that actually does happen, I want that to happen.
Has this been filmed already?
I don't care. I don't care.
No,
I want to see
I'm
this.
Just saying, has it been filmed already?
I don't know.
And they have to put it out.
Steph, with simple how-tos to follow at home. Remember when she taught us how to wrap that first time? How to wrap a gift?
Oh, the wrapping paper.
Yeah, she's going to teach us how to wrap something else.
And blow up balloons.
I'm actually, guys, I don't know about you, but this actually does look fun. This puts a little pep in my step for the holidays. It's a holiday wonder with warmth, tradition, and a generous dose of joy. Okay, Meghan wrote that. Netflix didn't write that. Meghan wrote that. This is great. Another project, Masaka Kids, A Rhythm Within, was also announced and will debut on Netflix later this year.
One's gonna watch that.
I think this was already filmed. It's a Uganda documentary.
I know, no one's gonna watch it.
Yeah, it's gonna be like all the other stuff that they put out that kind of like went away. But I think they had to say this because it was already filmed.
Absolutely.
And despite reports to the contrary, like, look, Meghan's been busy.
Whoa, she is sweeping for herself.
The couple's adaptation of the best-selling novel Meet Me at the Lake is still in the works.
It's a very convenient thing to say. It's still in the works.
Yeah, we haven't had a director. We don't have a cast. We don't have any money to put it up. Netflix isn't going to give us the production cost for it anymore.
Have you scouted the location?
Yeah. Archwell Productions is in active development on additional projects with Netflix that span a variety of content genres, including the feature adaptation of the best-selling novel by Carly Fortune.
Yeah, okay.
Meet Me at the Lake.
Yeah, it's a romantic, whatever.
This is what People magazine puts out. I immediately laugh my arse off because I know that none of this is true, because I can remember like almost 2 years ago, it was last year, but almost 2 years ago, when the Obamas got dropped by Netflix. And it takes a lot to get dropped by Netflix when you've been nominated for an Academy Award, which the Obamas were, for a documentary they did with Netflix. So you can imagine how hard up Netflix must be for them to go, guys, we'll give you a first look deal. But yeah, we get it. You were popular when you got out of the White House, but we just don't need you anymore. You just aren't raking it in. Nobody was watching their crap. Nobody cared. Now let's look at the headlines that are actually making sense when it comes to the crap that Archwell and Meghan put out this morning. Hollywood Reporter, and we know how much they love Meghan and Harry over there. Netflix downgrades Meghan Markle and Prince Harry to a first look deal, just like the Obama. If you ask the streamer, it's an extension. Now, Stephanie and I were speculating about this 2 weeks ago. And, you know, obviously, if Harry and Meghan, and when I say Harry and Meghan, I mean Meghan, when Meghan comes to them with a divorce documentary, yeah, they want to be the first people to look at that documentary and give them an offer.
Of course, we've been saying that ever since it was canceled. I remember when Polo was canceled in my head. I'm going, they're not going to cut them loose. There's no way.
Now, this is what Meghan's good friend Bella Bajara had to say about this whole Netflix Sussex thing. Harry and Meghan are influential voices whose stories resonate with audiences everywhere. That's code for Meghan might trash the royal family again, and we want to be here for it. The response to their work speaks for itself. Harry and Meghan gave viewers so she brings up the documentary. She's like, look, guys, whether you like it or not, it was #1 for a really long time. Duh, everybody watched it. Stephanie and I have never said that that wasn't a success. It was huge. More recently, fans have been inspired by With Love Meghan with products from the new As Ever line consistently selling out in record time. We're excited to continue our partnership with Archwell Productions and to entertain our members together. She doesn't talk about the Christmas special. She doesn't talk about the branding with As Ever. She doesn't talk about the meet me at the lake bullcrap. Bella doesn't bring up any of that stuff. Bella says enough to keep Harry and Meghan happy if Harry and Meghan were to have a story that was good enough to come to them that was going to be like groundbreaking.
Well, that's exactly why Meghan pushed for all these articles to come out today and sort of,
flood the zone.
Redeem her in some way, which is not true. Because she probably went to Netflix and went, I'm going to leave if you guys don't throw me a bone. Because I look stupid right now.
And just so you know, I'm not going to stay with him forever.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure she has like back channels that she can talk to Bella and those people too. There's no way that every meeting they have when it comes to like Archwell Productions is Harry and Meghan. Now, I looked up first look deals in general, and I guess that was like kind of a big deal last year. Like I said, this is so last year. This is a way for streaming services to get out of contracts without making it look like we hate you.
We just don't want it to look like the Spotify deal where the dude calls us frauds.
Yeah.
Grifters.
This woman, Ashley Cullens, did a great article about what basically first look deals are, how much, who's getting them, and why. Lawyers and executives on the new tricky replacement for overalls says one, they're the worst of all worlds. Now, again, this was on 2024. So you can imagine how bad it is now to get offered a first look deal.
Well, I think first look deals were sort of glamorized when the Obamas went out because the Obamas have a huge PR team behind them.
Yes, good point.
It's not like it's real. First look deals are basically me walking into NBC and pitching something.
Exactly.
That's all that
and saying,
is.
I want you guys to have the first look at this thing. I chose you guys first. Curb Your Enthusiasm did like the perfect example of what Meghan's trying to pull right
It's
now.
the Elaine show.
An entire season, they were trying to like first have Jason Alexander do his own show.
Yeah.
And then it was like, that wasn't going to work because he didn't get along with him. And then
they couldn't agree on which office to go to.
Yeah. And then it was, let's bring Julia Louis-Dreyfus and
Yeah.
we'll do a show called Hey, Elaine. But they kept going to like HBO, then NBC, then ABC, and he had an issue with every single one of them. But in every meeting, he kept like saying, you know, you guys are our first choice, like first look. Yeah, so that's like what this reminds me of. She must be a fan of Curb. That's where she got the idea. I'll put a link to that article if you want to read the whole thing. But the article pretty much states that this is good for a, let's say, Margot Robbie type girl. Or who else is like a big name right now that is kind of like Pedro Pascal.
Gong Yu.
This is like a really good deal for a person like that because they're hot. Everybody wants them. Disney wants them. HBO wants them. All these people want them. And they don't know if they want to be tied down to one streaming service. So these first look deals for people that are actually successful kind of sort of work out. People like the Obamas and Meghan and Harry, not so much because they're not getting that monthly paycheck that they were used to. Now, let's remember what happened when the Obamas, it first came out that they had that first look deal. We saw articles like this. Netflix, Higher Ground Partners, Barack and Michelle Obama expand film and TV creative collaboration. That's what we first heard back in 2024 when this happened.
Yeah, and that has Sunshine Sacks written all over it.
We're thinking, they're extending the deal with Netflix. That didn't happen. They said if Higher Ground has anything that they're doing They have to now start paying for their own production costs. This isn't no longer Netflix money that we're going to give you guys to just have fun with. You guys are going to come to us with a finished product, and we're going to tell you if we want to stream it. The difference between that and, let's say, Squid Game is they saw the script for Squid Game, they signed that creator, and then they gave them Netflix money to do that production. That's why that production was so freaking amazing. That was Netflix money. So let's see what Higher Ground has done since getting that one look deal with Netflix. They put out a podcast with Michelle and her brother. Now, we've all talked about this. Link Lauren has talked about this. It's just kind of a funny topic because Michelle and her brother do not get the sort of numbers that other YouTubers get. And it's kind of funny. And then Michelle spends like a half an hour every show talking about how lame Barack is.
But see, that's her trying to get viewers because she knows the drama will sell.
Yes.
She knows having a book club is not going to do anything. Talking to spiritual leaders is not going to do anything. Bringing up politics is not going to bring anything. But if we, decimate my husband, that might bring in some viewers. That's not even working.
Yeah. So that is what a first look deal is. And that is what is going to happen to Harry and Meghan. And Sussex Squad can spin this all they want.
Oh, they will.
But we have a blueprint already. I could understand them trying to spin it maybe if this Obama thing hadn't happened. But the fact that we saw what happened to the Obamas, what makes Harry and Meghan think that they're going to be more successful than two people that had a documentary nominated for an Academy Award when they first started out with Netflix? They couldn't even get an Emmy Award nomination. So this is so ridiculous. It's so funny. I can't believe Meghan wrote all that about herself.
It makes so much sense now why she's, hitching onto the Kardashian wagon.
Yeah.
It really is. It's like, oh man, what else does she have but this?
Forbes also wanted to just kind of give their little opinion too. So this is the kind of headlines you're going to see to all the places like Hollywood Reporter, Forbes, all the people that don't like Harry and Meghan anymore, kind of giving everybody the 411 on what really happened. Because I could tell there were a lot of peed off people when they saw that People magazine article. I mean, Harry and Meghan signed a new Netflix deal after all, but for less than the previous mega deal.
Well, and that's the thing. It's like, but people are on to People magazine. You know, it's puff pieces. And I don't want to spend an hour reading puff pieces. It's boring.
You don't?
No.
Today's animal rescue is Cage to Couch foster program. I really like these guys. They also save the beagles from animal testing.
Yes.
I mean, that's so important. So we're going to put their link in the description box below. Please share them with friends and family. It really does make a difference.
All right, guys. Well, we will see you tomorrow. Love you. Bye.